Wow. I really couldn't have deduced that one without you fucking telling me. No, I'm kidding. Hi. Hello. I'm going to be very angry. I'm just going to let you guys know. I'm going to be pissed the next week and a half, at the very least. I'm not going to be able to help it. I'll be able to help it a little bit, but I'm not going to be able to help it a lot. I'm mostly just going to be mad. Mostly just going to be mad. Mostly just going to be angry. Angry. I'm just going to be an angry baby. Oh my god. I want to fucking... We are so back. Hey. Hi, everybody. Yeah, we're trying this again. I don't know. Like, I don't know if it was the title last time. I don't know if it was my energy. I don't know. But we're just trying again, dude. Because I figured something out about YouTube. If you are 10 or 15 minutes in and you are less than 10 viewers, you have been unselected by the algorithm. I don't know what it is. But it is just a thing that has happened to me so many times. And there have only been like 3 or 4 times when I've been able to recover from that. So I feel like it's... I don't know. There's no way to know for sure. There's no way to do objective experiments on YouTube's back end, but pretty sure I needed to restart. So hi, everyone. I am angry. Nice. The only emotion you feel regularly, right? Yeah, no, for sure. Well, me and you, Perseus, we feel the same way today. I feel like I'm numb to love, but my anger sensor, oh man. My anger system's working just fine. I love the progress flag in the back. Thank you. Yeah, no, for sure. I hope my partner lets me keep that. I'm gonna ask them if I can keep that, actually. Be like, can I keep this progress pride flag, or do you want it back? Because it's kind of become iconic to my channel. I'm angry because my dad drank all the coffee and I have to buy some more. Oh, now that's a first world problem if I've ever heard it. You love the haircut? Thanks. Thanks. It looks better in some lighting and at some angles than others, trust me. Are you angry because you queef? Nope. I'm angry because of a lot of things. Angry because of a whole lot of things. Angry because Dick Cheney died without ever having been brought to justice for being one of the primary architects behind the Iraq War. Not just that, but he's been a power broker since the 1970s. A lot of people think of Dick Cheney, right? And they think of this dude who had power in 2000. Or not, this dude who had power from 2000 to 2008. They think of Dick Cheney as that guy. But that's not when Dick Cheney got into power. That's long after he first got into power. He first got into power in the fucking 70s. That dude used to work for Gerald Ford. What even are you? I am a mystery to man and a nuisance to the gods. I am the wind in the trees on a fall day. I am the water trickling down from the mountain brooks in June as the spring water fades. I'm Phoebe. Nice to meet you. Would you visit... That sounds like a ligma. That sounds like a ligma. That reads me as a ligma. Are you a man? No. Can you do a guitar solo? A guitar solo? I can do the one everybody can do. I can do the one everybody can do. I could do more probably. If I know that much, I could probably do more. But I'm a rhythm guitarist, not a lead guitarist. Like, if you're able to puzzle that one out, you can probably do more lead guitar, but it's not my area of interest, so. More like a Phil than a Phoebe. You couldn't be farther off, friend, but I appreciate the effort. Don't ban all the trolls, by the way, Perseus. As long as we're getting a few people in here, I'll take it. Today, like with how cursed the streams have been, just let them fucking slide and give them 24-hour timeouts. Don't give them full bans unless they're being really egregious. If they're being Nazis, you can give them full bans. Trans Tifa, look at your hard drive, huh? Literally, this is why some of these people, literally, they defeat themselves. If you just let their stupidity slide on by and occasionally read it, they defeat themselves. That was gibberish, my friend. That was incomprehensible. We might actually end up with a true blue wave. Yes, Jessica, that's what it's looking at, and that's what's shaping out to look like, right? So Dick Cheney died. That's going to have a big bolster to progressive efforts, but also Zohran Mamdani won the fucking mayoral election in New York City. Oh man, and he won it by a pretty fucking healthy margin too. He won it by 50%. Cuomo only got 40%, and Silva, that leaves him with like 10%. Like I think it was actually 9%. A bunch of random other candidates got like 1%. So one divided between themselves. So Zohran Mamdani won like happily won too. Over half the city that voted for him. So that's a really fucking positive sign. And what will be an even more positive sign is if Zohran now engages in a bunch of progressive policy, like the type of stuff he was pitching on his campaign trail. If he actually continues the stuff he was pitching on his campaign trail, then he'll be okay. Interesting. Interesting. Dude, that is so wild. I got an age restriction on a stream that was 15 minutes long and had nothing, literally there was nothing bad going on in it at all. So that is wild. Let me speak my mind without banning me. You're not banned. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to send a super chat. I appreciate the $50. I don't think like people don't get banned in here just for speaking their mind. I'll tell you why people get banned in here. If they're not, if I can't understand you, if somebody reads your comment and they're just like, huh? What are you even trying to say? You're going to get banned because it is really important on a stream like this where I'm actually reading your chats that I'm able to understand everything you're saying, right? So legibility is a big one. The next big one that'll get people is originality. If you're going to repeat a channel meme, please make it funny. The other thing is interestingness. If it's not on topic, at least a little bit, or if there's no topic, if it's not something that would be relevant to the stream, if it's just stupid, I don't know how else to put it, that's also going to get a person banned. But just having a different opinion never gets you banned. Even using coarse language doesn't get you banned, As long as I can read everything you're writing and I can make sense of the things you're saying, I'm not going to ban you. Okay, what's your platform about and goal? I think any well-rounded person should probably have multiple goals, and a lot to their platform. So I don't know that I can give you my whole platform, but in the short term, I say I'm a market socialist. In the long term, I think I'm an anarcho-syndicalist. I think human beings could do crazy fucking shit with the amount of technology we have, with the amount of mental development that we're capable of, and all of that. I think that if you put our efforts together and collectivize us, I think we can do amazing things. And I think we could have a completely egalitarian society in which we are all working towards one another's shared common benefit, right? I think that that is an entirely possible outcome, but I don't think we're there yet. I don't think we're ready to flip the switch. The way we get people ready to flip the switch is by enacting a bunch of social programs that slowly but surely take human need out of the hands of the marketplace and place it in the hands of the people of collective interest. So, for example, healthcare in America right now is privatized. If you have healthcare, most likely you're getting it through some kind of private insurance company, unless you have Medicaid or Medicare, which most people. But for the people who do, that's a really helpful thing. The reason why it's so helpful is because they are no longer at the behest of insurance companies as to whether they get care or not. And now, if they need care, they get it, right? And it's not coming directly out of their paycheck. It's coming out of a tax system, which means it can be distributed equilaterally. You think about the profit model of an insurance company, right? It takes everybody's dues, not dues, but it takes everybody's premiums and puts them all together and invests them and everything. And the idea is that everybody's paying into it, but people, like when someone does have really expensive care that's worth way more than what they paid into the system, that's picked up that's picked up with everybody else's, premium contribution, right? But in a in a profit-based system, you have a profit motive. You have to continually generate more value for your shareholders, which means you have to deny people care, you have to increase people's premiums, et cetera, et cetera. In a tax-based, publicly accountable system that is maintained at the people's will, there's none of that because there's no incentive to make profit. There's an incentive to provide good care. The only people that are going to be making profit in the system are the workers in that system. There's an incentive for them to make profit. And so there's an incentive to, like, obviously you have to feed people and everything. You've got to pay for it somehow under a capitalistic system. The way we pay for it most efficiently, and the way we take it out of the hands of the marketplace is by funding it through taxes, making it a publicly accountable system that's paid for by taxes. That's just one of the examples of reforms we could introduce in this country that would revolutionize the way that care works here, or that would revolutionize the way that our that human needs are taken care of in our country. Fundamentally, though, I want to see human needs taken care of through common effort. We all take care of ourselves, but right now, there's a lot of profit motive that stands between us and taking care of ourselves and our families. I seek to eliminate that profit motive. What's evil exactly? It's a colloquial term people use to describe things that are distasteful to them, for whatever reason. The reason why I find the profit motive evil when it is applied to human need is because it prioritizes, well, profit over human need, obviously, which means that whatever makes more money is going to be prioritized over whatever makes people better, or whatever makes people happier, or whatever makes people live in better houses, or whatever the case may be, right? Whatever need you're talking about. I think having a marketplace where there's more health insurance options with lower costs just not happening. I don't like that there is a marketplace. There's plenty of fucking insurance companies. There's literally so many different health insurance companies. Have you ever looked at healthcare.gov? Dude, they're all over the place. Literally, there's endless options, and it hasn't driven costs down because they have a collective interest too. Just like workers have a collective interest, companies have a collective interest, and they collectivize. Companies understand the value of collectivization, and they've engaged in it a lot ever since America started enforcing the antitrust laws and shit like that. Ever since we stopped allowing corporations to just gobble everything up under the same banner, they started realizing, actually, it's better that we're all not under the same banner. That way, one of us fails, the whole thing doesn't fail. But if we all collaborate, if we all work together, then we can make sure prices stay high, competition remains effectively very low, because even though there's a lot of companies, they're all charging more or less the same price and offering more or less the same things. And that is happening across all industries. That is happening across all areas. And it's time we take some of that power back. It's time we take human need out of the equation. Because as long as human need is involved in this crazy fucking pinball game that we're all involved in, this crazy fucking slots machine that we're all living at the behest of, we are never going to see a functional fucking country arise out of that system. Look at what we've got right now. That is at the behest of capitalism. Look at what we've got right now. What we have right now is at the behest of capitalism. What we have right now is directly because of direct interference in our everyday lives and in the operation of our everyday lives, I should say, and in the operation of our government by corporate interests. Born with testicles or a uterus, none of your goddamn business. Healthcare insurance is a regional thing. Need more options? No. We need no options. We need healthcare, period, to every fucking man, woman, and child in this country. and every non-binary person besides. We need healthcare. Options doesn't automatically equal better. Yeah, plenty of people have healthcare, but you have shitty healthcare. If you're paying for healthcare insurance, you're getting fucked with your premiums. And if you've got Medicaid or Medicare, you might be better off. But like most people have private healthcare in this country, so most people are getting fucked on their premiums. Getting way more fucked on their premiums than they would be getting fucked on their taxes if we had a tax-funded system. I pay $100 a year. Where are you getting that? Do you mind to share with the class? I hope the meetup rocked. It did. It did. It did. Those bangs are criminal. I like them. Plenty of other people like them, including plenty of other women. I mean, our healthcare system is better than most places. Where are you getting that from? Source? Dude, I keep asking you for sources and you keep just saying stuff. I don't know. I'm not just going to take your word for it, bro. I'm not just going to like trust you on this one. Just trust me on this one, man. I promise. No, I don't. I don't trust you. Looks like you had a manic episode with those bangs. Yeah, I did. 5.5 years ago. No, it wasn't 5.5 years ago. Probably like 5 years, like 4 months, I would say. 5 years and 4 months since I cut my bangs like that. Maybe not quite that long. I don't know. I don't know how long I've had my bangs like this. It's been a while, though. It's been a good long while. Did you get a BPD diagnosis? No. Do I need one? Make sure you guys hit that like button, by the way. I ain't pimped it very much this stream, but it really does help. Every single time you hit that like button is another chance to send the stream out to even more people, which increases the quality of your viewing pleasure by increasing the number of people that can engage in the chat. So please do so now if you haven't done so already. It really does help, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Why are so many folks obsessed with your gender? 2 reasons. Number one, they're attracted to me. And number two, some of them feel as though they've never been allowed to express their gender openly in the way that they want to. And they are immensely jealous of my ability to do that freely and openly. Like they like just intense jealousy or intense attraction. Take your pick. For any given transphobe, it's one of the two. It's either they were made to feel hateful of people who openly express themselves because they can't openly express themselves, or they are deeply attracted to trans women, deeply attracted to trans people in general, probably, and they can't openly express that attraction. So the next best thing is hatred. It's still getting my attention, right? Right? What about we don't like weirdos? Way to reinforce the stereotype. Thank you. Thank you for providing a perfect example of somebody who's hung up about trans people and doesn't want to just admit it. What kind of card are you enjoying? This is a... Fuck. It's some hybrid with a weird name. It's some hybrid with a weird name. It's named after one of Elon Musk's kids or something like that. I don't know. It's got one of those weird names with symbols and shit. I couldn't tell you. But it's a hybrid. From fucking well, I don't want to tell you guys where it's from, but it's from somewhere, and it's 90% THC, I think. Well, asking you about it doesn't mean someone is transphobic or angry at you. No, I'm not talking about the people who merely ask about it. I'm talking about the people who are actually being hateful. No, I'm not talking about people who just ask questions. I need you to calm down. Number one, I'm not a sir, and number two, I'm perfectly calm. Literally. This is as chill as it gets with me. Sorry. If this isn't your level of chill, you're just going to have to find another streamer. Do you actually play the guitar? I do. If you guys really want me to play a song, let me know in the chat. You guys have made the goal. The super chat goal normally for the guitar being broken out is $30 a day. And you guys have blown that away with one fucking super chat. Although, if anybody else wants to donate, please feel free. It is the best way to make sure your comment or question gets read or answered, and I do appreciate every single one. Just like likes, those are really good. I'd hear one. She, yes. Sir, no. What the fuck did I just scroll into? The most interesting stream you're gonna find this early in the morning. Play a song on the guitar. Okay, it seems like there's some demand. It seems like there's some demand. How do you navigate the objective truth that there is male and female and the vast majority of people do not agree with your perception of it? Pretty simply, I recognize that number one, the vast majority of people do, at least on some level, think that trans people should at the very least be allowed to express themselves. Now, whether or not they necessarily agree with like the modern conception of gender as being distinct from sex, like that's, I guess, another conversation. But plenty of fucking people, especially in Western countries, agree with the distinction between sex and gender. As far as there being a distinction between male and female, no trans person denies that. No trans person denies that there is a biological difference between someone born assigned male at birth and someone born assigned female at birth. The distinction trans people are making, or the point that we're making, is that that's not actually what you use when you're that's not actually what you use, nor is it what you should use, nor is it what you should use for determining how you should behave with someone or determining what kind of behaviors you should expect out of them. The fact that I have a penis doesn't mean anything about my behavior. Literally signifies nothing about what I'm going to be interested in. Literally signifies nothing about how I'm going to want to dress. Literally signifies nothing about what kind of social groups I'm going to want to be a part of. Literally nothing. It does not inform that. There are a lot of fucking things that inform that. And if it informs that, it's only one small, very small fucking piece of the pie. What do you do for work? You're watching. Anyway, we don't have that much longer. And you guys have been requesting a song. So I guess I'll play you guys something. Some plum wine and we watch the fog roll and swallow the bridge on the bay. Thought I could live here, but I'm still in high gear and sweating and freezing 3,000 away. Old Pennsylvania, 3 Mile Island, your coal fires buckle, the miners' highway. I'd love just to leave you, but it's good to see you. And old Philadelphia, Style City, PA, where we all come from. Most died of the black lung, another browbeater, a boxer and saint. When he finally got caught, the cops made a few calls, then he opened his cell, never fought him again. Old Pennsylvania, 3 Mile Island, your coal fires buckle, the miners' highway. I'd love just to leave you, but it's good to see you. And old Philadelphia, Style City, PA. And old Philadelphia, Style City, PA. Wake me when Steel City's roadwork signs shine in my face. Ooh, now we're safe. Was that a creep show with drive-through windows, the gun shows got carousels and funnel cake. Says church and neon and ask me what's beyond. If I had to guess, I'd say more of the same. Old pencil Tucky, 3 Mile Island, your coal fires buckle, Miners Highway. I'd love just to leave you, but it's good to see you. And old Belvedere, hostile city, PA. Old pencil Tucky, out here coal fires rumble. I'd love just to leave you, but it's good to see you. And old Belvedere, hostile city, PA. And old Belvedere, hostile city, PA. Old Pennsyltucky by Mischief Brew. Check it out. They're a really good band. And their lead singer is dead now, so I feel like playing their songs is good, because, you know, not like they can play them live anymore. If you enjoyed that performance, consider sending a super chat. It's like tipping. Or use my Cash App in my channel description. That's even better. Cheney was in a band? Dude, can you imagine if Dick Cheney fucking sang that song? That'd be great, dude. Oh, that'd be fucking great. That'd be fucking hilarious, dude. Oh, my goodness gracious. I love how she's chilling in her own house. Well, not my house, but yeah. Vibing on the guitar, and these weirdos are in here obsessed with genitals and saying she's the one who's weird and miserable. Absolutely amazing. I know. I'm just sitting here singing. Sounded pretty fucking okay, if I do say so myself, too. I don't think I sound bad today, but whatever, you know. People got their own opinions, I guess. Hell. I'm going to play the verse and chorus of one song, and that'll be the last song of the day. If you ever watch Drunken Peasants, you'll recognize this one. This dream is fucking laggy. Bends across the room and he's fucking laughing at me. It ain't my fault that I'm fat. I was poor as a kid and I am bad. It's not my fault, I don't deserve this. Let me talk to IKEA customer service. Santa called that kid fat. Still can't believe he did that. And I've been doing it backwards a ticket since 1992. Salty ball, round as a ball. I'm fat cause my back is bent. No telling on my couch from my keyhole win. Salty ball, round as a ball. Dude, that song is great. Credit to Marshall Manson / Andrew for that song. It was originally performed under the name Marshall Manson, but it goes by Andrew now. And as weird and insane as I may think he is now, he's got a right to be known by whatever name he wants to be known by. So it's amazing to me that we have evolved so far as a species that something like this gets to exist. If it was born in the wild, its mother would have ate it at birth. No. What would have indicated to me that dude, that's just retarded. There are plenty of species that have weird fucking relationships with gender. You just need to look into it, my friend. You need to look into the biological reality of trans people. Literally, just Google that. The biological reality of trans people, you know? Look up examples in nature of species with strange relationships with gender. Look up examples in our close relatives of species that have weird relationships with gender and everything. It's not that uncommon. It really isn't. If you enjoyed those two songs, consider sending a super chat or a donation to the Cash App that is available in my YouTube description. And consider liking the stream if you haven't done so already. It really does help. I really do appreciate that. Those are... the likes push this stream out into the algorithm. The donations help me finance this channel and improvements to it in the future, which hopefully soon will include a call-in show. Excuse me. I'm hoping this month, I'm hoping that I can use some of the money I'm making on YouTube to buy me a little device, basically, that will help me do better streams. So, because right now my shit is awful. Right now, my audio situation indoors is really shit. It's really dog shit. But my audio situation out here is okay because it's all coming over a phone. I can kind of control the audio situation out here. But I don't have my PC out here, okay? I've got my PC in my bedroom, which I can turn into a pretty good recording area here soon because my son is actually going to be moving into his own room instead of staying in our room, which is going to be nice and will enable me to kind of start decorating it again a little bit. In a different way, and all of that is basically going to lead to me having a pretty useful set for a call-in show here soon. So if you want to see the development of that, consider supporting the channel. If you want to make sure one of your comments or question gets read before I leave here in like 5 minutes, consider sending a super chat. If you want to support the channel because you liked those two performances you saw, consider sending a super chat or donating to the Cash App in my channel description, like I said. But otherwise, let's dip back into the chat and see what's going on. I love Trans Mask Ron Griffin. I don't know who that is, but right on. Can you please take that terrorist flag down? This is not a terrorist flag, my friend. If you think that's a terrorist flag, you have an insane definition of terrorist. Holy shit, look at that. Thank you for the little corgi. Look at that. The little corgi. Look at the little corgi. He's so cute. He's so adorable. 500 gems, too. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I mean, it's scaring me for sure. What's scaring you? What could possibly be scary about anything you're seeing right now? Oklahoma? Why? Which is a better trans city, Chicago or Minneapolis? Neither. Go to Portland. If you're looking for a city with widespread support for trans people, go to Seattle, go to Portland. Those are your two cities. Or San Francisco. Although the first trans clinic west of the Mississippi River in America was actually founded in Trinidad, Colorado. Fun fact. So Trinidad's also a pretty good city for trans people. But between Minneapolis and Chicago, Minneapolis is a better state. Minneapolis has everything Illinois got, but it's got better. The only thing Illinois has that Minnesota ain't got is Illinois has a little toe of Illinois dipped into the South, which is nice. That brings a lot of good food into your state. That brings a lot of good culture into your state. That brings a lot of good music into your state. That brings a lot of good tourism into your state. And it also means that you've got a region of your state that experiences a pretty mild winter. Whereas Minnesota, as far as I know, the whole fucking thing gets a harsh winter. You use a woman's bathroom? I use the woman's bathroom if I'm in a place that's got single-person bathrooms, because at that point I feel safe to do so because nobody seems to care that much. But if I'm in a public place where I have to use the bathroom and I have to use a single or a multi-person bathroom, I go with the men's because I feel like I'm less likely to have somebody hate crime me on my way out of the bathroom. I don't know why people are so dead set on getting the blood of a trans person on their hands merely because they used the wrong bathroom, but there are a lot of people with really vicious rhetoric around the whole bathroom issue right now. Even though when it comes to statistics, trans people are far more likely to be assaulted, just period, than we are to assault someone. But we are especially more likely to be assaulted in a bathroom than any other group. Isn't that ironic? Isn't that fucking ironic? Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go. You guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Donations are super welcome. Like I said, super chat, cash app. You can even leave a super thanks on the comments of this when I'm done, because I'm about to hit the done button. But I appreciate you guys always, showing up for these so much, and you guys really showed out for this one. But unfortunately, I can't make this one last that long. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. And I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. Remember, Dick Cheney is dead. Today is a day to celebrate. And Zohran won. Today is a day to celebrate. Remember, the 5th of November, the day Mamdani won. I see no reason why that date should ever be forgotten. There we go. Anyway.